Okay, now we're gonna make blueberry muffins. And to make blueberry muffins, you need all your ingredients that are listed. And we've already measured everything out. So, and we're gonna do 4 times the recipe because we have only this medium-sized mixer and not the ones that you have at home. So we've got sugar and vanilla, and baking powder, and egg, blueberries, and milk, all ready to go. So we're going to start. I have a helper. His name is Carlos, and he forgot his chef jacket today, but that's okay. He's a hard worker.
Yes.
And so Carlos, if you can get the butter and the sugar going. So this is called creaming the butter. Creaming the butter and the sugar together. And while this is happening, we're going to get all the dry ingredients put into this bowl. So that would be flour, flour, baking powder, salt, and we're going to mix this up nice and easy. And while Carlos is mixing that up, I just want to talk about how fun it is to bake with your family members. I don't eat a lot of baked goods because it goes kind of right to my belly. But other people, if they can, eat lots of baked goods. And it's so fun to bake with your kids because the smells in the house is beautiful. And when it comes out of the oven, it's beautiful. So we're going to soon add it. Come on over here, Nikki. Let me get this speeded up a little bit. Now I'm going to go to number 3. Should I turn it off first? Yeah. So I'm going to get it up to the highest speed. This is what it looks like. You have smaller machines at home, and we normally make blueberry muffins. You can tell me what we make. This is our bakery section over here. We normally make blueberry muffins in this guy. So we have to make a few batches. So we're going to show you how you can do it. Is you have to scrape it down once in a while. And Carlos is going to show you how to do that at home. You always turn the machine off before you scrape it down. And there's kind of a lot of butter in this one, so it's not something that you probably are going to eat every day. Thank you. And it doesn't have to be blueberry. Right? You can make carrot muffins, zucchini muffins, sweet potato muffins. This base recipe would be good for almost any kind of muffin, right? Chocolate chip muffins, creamy chocolate chip, apple, if it's okay. If you eat nuts in your home, apple walnut, just straight apple. So this has been creaming for a few minutes. And now we're going to add 1 egg at a time. I already cracked the eggs into here just for speed, but you probably never want to crack an egg directly into the mixer because you might get some shells. And while I'm doing this, Carlos, why don't you get the muffin tins ready? Okay, so here we go. Ricky, 1 egg at a time. And we wait till the butter and sugar take it all. And we'll go 1 more. And then we'll probably scrape it down soon. Carlos, my trusty assistant, who, while that's happening, let us just show you what we're doing here. Carlos, tell us what you're doing here.
We're putting cooking spray in, non-stick cooking spray And muffin too.
So we're getting the muffins ready. Alright. I'm gonna turn this off now. Scrape it down. Come on in closer, Nikki. And at home, when I scrape down and there's little ones around, I usually unplug the machine just to be safe. At work, we don't have time to unplug the machine. And so we keep it plugged in. Now we're going to add more egg, maybe a couple in a row. It's okay to add 2 or 3 in a row. But if at home, just do one at a time. And then we're going to scrape this guy down again after I add one more. Okay, let's scrape it down one more time. Carlos, please.
That's good. Get in there.
Carlos is one of our bakers at Beyond Green. It's Carlos and Jesus. Jesus that does most of the baking. That was 8 eggs, remember? We're doing 4 times the recipe, opposed to 2 and 8. That's another thing for the older kids, they can do a little math, right? So you can tell the little ones that are starting to do math, what's 4 times 2? And that's how many eggs we're gonna get. All right, it's also fun to take the kids shopping. I'm sure you already do this, take them to the grocery store and having them help you pick out what you want to buy. Then as they get older, helping them read labels, things like that. Turn this off. Work down. I'm just going to kind of guess here. And half. Probably half. No, not yet on the milk. I'm going to turn this down to 1. Turn it down because otherwise Nikki would have been covered with flour. I would have had fun doing that, but it wouldn't have been fun for her. So it's not nice. I'm going to turn it up to 2 because now the flour is not going to fly everywhere. Carlos, let's get half the milk in now. I'm going to turn it off?
Yes. Back to 1 again?
Yeah, back to 1 again. We went back to 1 so Nikki doesn't get covered with flour and then milk. Because that would, that's just not. Okay, you ready? We've got all the flour and milk and all the ingredients in this beautiful batter. And the only thing missing is blueberries. But again, you can not put anything in. You can put shaved carrots, shaved zucchini, chocolate chips, apples, applesauce, apple walnuts if you eat nuts. Go ahead, add the blueberries, Carlos. And then once the blueberries are in, we're not going to overmix it. We're going to turn it off immediately. Turn it off. Yeah. And now we're going to just get all that off there. And now, Carlos, what's the best way in your mind to get things filled?
Ice cream scoop.
So we're going to grab a couple ice cream scoops. I'll grab the bowl. it over here. Okay. And then I'm going to use my hands. Normally we would, of course, have gloves on, which I should have on. But this is for our own personal, we're going to eat these. We're not going to send these to a school. And my hands are always really clean. Okay.
I'm gonna come over here, Carl.
So what Carlos is doing is he's not overfilling these because they're going to expand a little bit. Because there's baking powder in there. So you don't want to overfill them because they're going to get bigger. And then once this is done, we're going to put them into a 375 oven for 10 or 12 minutes. And we'll show you what they, 18 to 22 minutes, excuse me. And we'll show you what they look like when they're done. All right, we've taken the blueberry muffins out of the oven, put a few on this platter for you to see. The bottom line to me is to cook together as a family whenever you can. Eat together as a family whenever you can. And I know your kids will grow up to really want great food. So thanks for joining us today. Have a good day.
Perfect.